The American music industry has been exploring new ways to incorporate the Eastern sound into Western music. One South Asian who's contributing to the American pop music evolution is Tina Sugandh, better known as the Tabla Girl. Pulse correspondent Ami Sheikh interviews the Tabla Girl in her New York recording studio.
We wanted to do an album that had a lot of live instruments, like a very organic sound. We're even recording to tape, which you don't see right now. I just wanted a more heartfelt kind of sound. So I went to India. I got 2 crates of instruments, and I kept calling my record label, and I was like, can I buy this? And I was, yes. Can I buy this? Yes. Can I buy this? Okay, stop. They're like, come home now. I just wanted ancient instruments and new instruments, and I just wanted it to be really just a reflection of everything that I grew up with and everything I know. So really, we just have been finding the best players that we can, both in and out of the U.S., and flying all over the place to record these people. My family is actually on the album. They all sing in it. They all flew here to record with me. And again, when you're recording live instruments, it's going to take a lot more time than when you're just hitting a sample key on a keyboard. You know, you have one shot at your debut album. So I was like, let's just go for it. Let's just go and do the real thing and do it like I want to do it. And everybody, you know, luckily was behind me on this.
You always want to work with true artists, and she's a complete package. She writes, she sings, she plays, she believes in what she does. And for us, she's also unique. For us, the fact that she's South Asian, it's not just another Pop-Tart out there doing her songs, bringing this producer, do that. She brought her culture to it. With everything else, is very much a part of her, and that was a big selling point.
Despite her years of experience as a performer, the Tabla Girl still had to overcome the obstacles that the cutthroat music industry threw at her in order to make her dream album.
Have you had any negative experiences in the music industry that you can recall?
How much time do we have? A lot of times you're promised something, you know, like your song is going to be on this soundtrack and it's 100% sure, and you get all excited, and then next thing you know, they're just like, forget it. Like I said, it's very hard to find someone who actually believes in you and will stick with you.
It's actually going to be a whole different sound, so it's going to be more like a lot more
different
punchy.
snare drum?
Yeah, this is going to be a lot more punchy.
Okay.
So this album did take you a long time. How would you describe it?
You know, it's mainstream pop. It still is mainstream pop, but it's got, like I said, every instrument that you can think of from India. It's a lot of different sounds. There's a little bit of rock. There's a little bit of urban kind of hip hop. There's a little bit of the ballads and the monster rock stuff. There's everything.
After 2.5 years of painstakingly developing her debut album, Tina Sugandh finally got her unique sound out in the market.
So what do you like to do in your free time? Do you have any free time?
I do now. It really was 7 days a week, like 14-hour days with the occasional day off. And the occasional day off, I would go to a Bollywood movie. But my producer doesn't know that. I'm like, I'm writing at home on my day off.
Oh, and he's not going to find out after watching this.
I'll just tell him the interviews at a different time.
Okay.
So, but I know how to do these things. I'm also a sports fan. So, you know, whenever I can catch up on ESPN, it's nice to be able to do that. And the thing that I love to do the most is be with my family. I mean, I know I'm supposed to say, like, I go to the clubs and I get down, but no, I don't.
Up next, Pulse's West Coast correspondent Karen Shergill gets candid with Tina and her family in their LA home.
This is art.
Yes.
This is entertainment. This is art and entertainment.
Tina Sugandh's music career started when she was just 5, touring with her parents and sister. This played a huge role in the growth of her musical personality. Pulse correspondent Karen Shergill sits down with the Sugandh family to learn more about Tina's musical beginnings.
Yeah, the reason we moved here is because my sister and my brother-in-law moved to California, and we left all of our relatives behind on the East Coast. So we moved here. It was really sad that we left everybody, but it was amazing to be, the 4 of us grew up singing together, performing together since I was 5. So we're like, we have to be together. What are we gonna do? You have a sister. Yeah, she's an older sister. She is an amazing older sister. Oh, okay. She's the best.
So we gotta give a shout out to Seema.
Hey, Seema!
I always felt that family is a unit, and we always should be together. Either all four of us should perform, or we're not going to be performing professionally.
She is the reason why there is music in this family.
Yeah.
She started it all.
Ironically enough, she used to sing the Beatles songs in India. And then she came here and did the Indian stuff, so...
I think there was a crowd of like 200 people, and Tina sang, the first song that she sang was Dil Ke Arma Aansuon Mein Beh Gaye. Now remember, these kids are growing up in America, growing up in USA, not knowing Hindi at all, because we really didn't speak much Hindi then at home.
And I was like, Mom, what's this about? She's like, just act sad.
Friday night was rehearsal night.
Okay.
Would we torture.
We promptly began at a decent time. We went to bed. We were very responsible.
Let's hear the real story.
Alright, so maybe I'd whine a little bit. Maybe I would complain a little. No, because, we would, Friday nights, we would hang out, we'd get our pizza on Friday nights, and then we would go to rehearse. And sometimes we were a little late. So
who's we? You?
all of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were we would rehearse, but sometimes it'd be like 3 in the morning and we'd still be rehearsing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
My mom would get the harmonium, alright, you're up, and doing the harmonium.
It used to be fun, so much fun. Because, I play the harmonium, and we all four sing, right? And he plays the tola, and Tina plays, of course, the tabla, and Seema plays the other percussion instrument.
We did 40 concerts a year, year after year after year.
Yeah.
So we all have agenda in front of us, right? Everybody knows what's coming next. She pretty much guessed all the jokes I was going to tell. She's a good mimic. She can make fun of me beautiful, really. But then if I change a song, this is the beautiful part. When I change the song, I won't tell her, I won't tell her, I won't tell Seema, 4 of us on the stage. I just abruptly change. In one little word, one little note, one little look, they will know what song is next.
Yeah.
And everyone.
That felt awesome.
That's how together we can be.
I've learned in concerts from them. I mean, everything that I do on stage is really a reflection of what they've taught me. My mom, I think, has taught me more about just being genuine on stage. I mean, she has such a genuine smile. People feel very connected to her because they can tell she's warm, she exudes warmth.
Sincere.
And it's just, it's all sincere. And so I've learned that if you're gonna be on stage, if you're gonna reach out to people, show them who you are. Don't go up there and have a fake smile. Show them the warmth that you have, that your family's taught you. Right. From my dad, I've learned how to be a character. Good example. Our last show, 5,000 people in the audience.
Oh.
My dad is just feeling the moment. So he jumps over the barricades, 5,000 people in the audience, and he starts walking on their seats over rows and making random people sing. They both really connect with an audience, and that's something that I hope I can bring to people, because I don't ever want to be just the artist that sits behind the stage and then there's the audience.
This is art.
Yes.
This is entertainment. This is art and entertainment.
So Tina, why don't you tell us, what would you want people to remember you for?
Actually, years ago when I first got into this career, I would think about things that were really not important. I wanted people to adore me, and I thought about how cool that was going to be, and of course the fame and the money and all that, and that's completely unimportant. And then I got kicked down a lot by my career, and I am so grateful for it, because now I know my intentions are nothing but pure. If I want to show people that the people that you love, your family members or whoever that may be that you love, it's really important to stay connected to them and to verbalize your pride for them, as we've been doing this all the time. Exactly. And I'm getting to do something I love, and I really hope that it just makes people smile, and that if I can do that, that's I've done my job.
Tina Sugandh continues to make an impression on the American pop scene, incorporating her family's musical roots with a contemporary sound. To this day, her family continues to be the beacon in her career and a strong influence on her work.